Hello, you guys. It's Invite the Light coming to you with a Justin Bieber check-in. For those of you who saw my video on Sunday, you shall know that I said I was guided to do a check-in on Tuesday. I did not get a chance to do that. I really try to be more consistent when I say I'm going to do it a day. So for those of you who were looking yesterday, just please make space for that. And so now here I am. And let me just give, first of all, maybe the room a second to just populate a little bit. And then also, I just want to take a moment to center and refocus, to clear out the energies. I thought I did that beforehand, but I guess I'm going to need to do that again. Okay. It's going to be silent for a moment, okay, guys? So hold on. All right. So, having said all of that, hello everyone. Okay. Uh this I want to say this to you guys again. The reason why I'm kind of doing these readings is because I know so many people, so many of you guys, I could tell the energy really care about Justin. You're really concerned, you're truly like invested in this, and it's important. So I want to tell you guys, it's most important right now not to be anxious about this because energy is really powerful. We want to make sure, if first check the end of the video on Sunday. If you're just coming in this video for the first time, welcome and thank you. There is a little bit of a note on the importance of the energy around Justin. You have to be careful because for every one person who's worrying about Justin, that's also acknowledging that Justin is in a place of um, compromise, let's say energetic compromise. So you don't want that. You want to be able to hold space and hold light for him. Maybe even in these readings, sometimes I'll be struck to say, oh my God, I feel so sorry for him. But let's remember to correct that. Also, some of you have written me, it's like, you got to do another reading. No, dears, thank you so much, but I don't have to do anything, and just, let's just relax and breathe. Um, and every little development that happens, just know, as I said in the reading on Sunday, the cards read out kind of a little ways. So really us doing these readings are, let's say, doing these readings are a little bit too frequent normally, because sometimes the energy doesn't change enough. The decisions of people and the thoughts of people don't change enough to do readings this frequently. So you end up a lot of times with the same answer. I realize this is long commentary, but just roll with it, okay? I'm almost finished. And yeah, so remember your anxiety about Justin when you feel that sensation coming in, like, oh my God, we need another reading. What's going on with him? Just replace that with like, all is well. Justin, we've prayed for him, or we've held energetic high level space for him. It's super important you guys understand this and don't tune out on it as I'm talking to you about this, okay? You held energetic space for him, and we have to continue to hold that space. If you start having anxiety and all this, it really kind of well, whatever the case is, you guys know what I was gonna say, but something did not want me to say it. No, not allow me to say that. So Justin has manifested this too in his own right. So has Selena. They've manifested us actually coming in and praying for them. So that's also, this is a reading, so everybody just relax. That's also confirmation that he's been praying and asking for help. Remember, he does pray, so we have to hold space for him. Okay, so don't try to be calm when you get anxious, and you want a reading or whatever. It's okay to want a reading, but it has to be from a place, of power, let's say, as opposed to anxiety. And I'll leave it at that. Okay. He is asking for the prayer. This is why we've given it. And all right. Okay. So let's hold that space. Okay. So let's see what's going on. First of all, I want to thank you guys. There were so many of you on Sunday, and actually was quite nice. It was the biggest, I think, community I've ever held on readings. I normally don't do these celebrity readings, but they've been kind of fun being in community with you guys and how grateful you are to know this information. And I'm grateful for you all. Even though sometimes the way I just talk, it may not seem like it, but I'm very grateful that I have people who trusting me and who are grateful to the information that I give. So thank you all so much, and you are appreciated. All right, so let me see what's going on here. We have Seven of Earth, the Magician, the King of Water, Three of Water, Four of Water. This is just general stuff, okay? Um, right now I feel like things are status quo. Like he's just sitting there. He's kind of just letting things run their course a little bit. He definitely is still praying. He's definitely still very, very emotional, and in my opinion, Haley's father again. These cards have all come up related to Haley's father, um, as well. These three. So I'm gonna assume this is again also some of Stephen Baldwin's energy. He definitely, for me, is coming through as an orchestrator, pulling a little bit of strings. That's what it seemed in the past. And he keeps just kind of looking and evaluating this worth, this monetary worth of Justin's, in my opinion here. Remember, the cards are for entertainment purposes, but I'm gonna speak like I feel it, but remember it's for entertainment purposes, and I think his focus now is just kind of trying to create community, but it feels a little bit forced, with the energy of this magician here and then this king of water. It's two men. It's both cards have represented this Stephen Baldwin before. Um excuse me. I just feel yeah, I just feel like it's a little forced. And thank you to the viewer. Actually, earlier today, somebody wrote in and said something about Justin was seen walking away from Haley's father, like ignoring him and Haley. So, can somebody tell me about that? And can somebody post a link about that, please? And would somebody be kind enough to type that request for me? That would be a huge help, just for other people who come in, can see it. And maybe if you guys don't have the info, they do. Yeah, I feel like something's being forced a little bit. There's this slight energy or indication in the background and the scenes that this is being forced a little bit. Um, this let's get together. What maybe I don't know. What are we gonna do for Christmas? I don't know. I'm just kind of bringing in scenarios based on this. I'm not saying that that specific thing is happening, but just examples. Um, let's invite you over here. Now, you have to come to our house because it's my anniversary of my 35th year of acting in this film, having a cameo in this film, like stuff that just feels a little forced. Um, but they still cannot reach Justin. Justin is still, at the end of the day, a little bit unreachable emotionally. I do feel like here, yet again, here is that toxic devil card, right? Yeah, these same cards. Do you guys remember this? I don't know if you do, but these same cards regarding the subject of the father, and Haley, this nine of fire. There's just this chaining, this. Yeah. All right, hold on. Let me just look at this stuff before I start talking. They gave me so many cards here. I'm gonna pull them all the way out here. Oh my god. I apologize for my sound effects in your ear. Give me 1 second here, you guys. I wanna summarize this whole thing before I even say anything. Okay, this is basically and generally what I see. This is bothering him to me on a very quiet level, and I also feel like there's certain levels of Justin that are just naturally independent, naturally private, and I feel like there's a little bit of air of, you know, let's say intrusion. It's not necessarily purposefully intrusive, but he's used to something about himself, and I guess he kind of feels like people should get that. People who are really considerate should get that and kind of don't overstep. Like maybe they're asking him for favors that are weird. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I know I'm married to your daughter. I don't want to totally make that up, but I feel like there's that energy there. Um, there's this thing again about feeling obligated somehow, but not even like in a healthy way, feeling obligated to be in this group, in this family circle, in this family situation. It's like the father is drawing him in my opinion, here, showing up with these same cards that represented him, same three, and then this also was in the reading before, together under the same subject. I see like him even, there's a lot of events and parties. I'm assuming that it may be like Thanksgiving coming up. There's Halloween. They might decide, oh, let's just throw a Halloween party so that way we can just, it wouldn't have been a natural thing, let's say, in my opinion, here with the magician, like the father, like trying to cook stuff up. Let's throw a Halloween party. Let's just think of ways and things to bring Justin in. Now, I can't remember because I believe I know for a very long time before this Haley thing that Stephen Baldwin lives in New York, typically. Does anybody know, is he in LA with them? Anybody? No, I do not see Haley as being pregnant. You haven't seen that in any of my readings. It hasn't come out. So I don't see any pregnancy. He's in LA. Thank you. All right. Cool. So, guys, then you know kind of what this is. So, I feel like, there's a sense of Justin wanting to get away, to a certain extent. There's this real sense of confusion as well. I feel like there might be a little bit of an outburst for him if he hasn't had them already, telling them like, not the whole truth, but no, I don't want to go like to Holland. No, I want this weekend alone. Like I could kind of see like that coming out, and then, but it not being something like, like saying, first of all, you know what? Sorry, Haley. Before we go any further, this whole situation is uncomfortable to me. I need space at this time. I don't need you to take it personally. I don't want to at this time be involved in a whole bunch of family situations, particularly with your father and mother or whatever it is. The father shows up heavily using the same cards. Okay. So I feel like if he hasn't had an outburst already, he will be. Is he's upset like at night, and like he's suffering in silence, let's say. There's an energy of suffering in silence. But I feel like he's getting pissed about it. The thing about this situation is that it's pressing down on him. Okay. So guys, remember too, both with him, Selena, let's say Ariana, a number of people with Capricorn and Saturn. Maybe some of you in your own lives are having like some of the hardest freaking times ever, but it's pushing down to transform you. This is what's going on for him as well. The weight of this situation being, you know, false in so many ways to a certain extent, or not being 100% what he needs, is pushing down on him. It's causing a fire in him. It's causing a fire. So, to me, there may be like a little bit of some outburst or something like that. But when I see this page of Earth over here, this marriage is still gonna, still plodding along. Okay. Still plotting. PLODDING. This one is the plotting, but that marriage is still plotting. All right. I can't even remember. I'm getting like losing some of the English nowadays. I can't even remember. Yeah, plodding along. It's still all right. There is a completion. I do feel like, thank goodness he is going to come around and graduate. And I think that this relationship is going to, it's running its course right now, but I think it is going to end. Hold on. I'm just curious. How come you guys keep removing your messages? All right, let's see. All right, nothing like a whole bunch of cards that kind of fly out, and they flew out over here. So it seems that the energy wants to be explained over here. Okay. Give me one sec. Okay. I think what's going on here is definitely with regard to what I was speaking about, that Justin is this situation is bringing him kind of the full circle into a certain level, a certain stage of adulthood that he has not known before. So he's developing, and now he's learning how to kind of stand his ground and protect his energy. Good for him. He's beginning to see his value, right? Or let's say he's beginning to truly kind of see. He's been asleep, in my opinion, based on these cards. Like, there's that back energy of, I've been asleep and I haven't realized fully how people are viewing me. First of all, I feel like he may feel like, for Haley, let's just, I haven't pulled any cards on her, so I won't totally, although I feel this. Okay. Yeah, sorry guys, sorry. You know me. So he feels viewed, the way kind of like a groupie sort of, there's a little groupie energy, slightly, not the, fan energy in her, there's a certain level of fan energy. There's not that real meeting of an authentic thing. And how I will say this is, somebody who would say, honey, sweetie, I know you're going through a hard time. I care about you. Let me brush your hair. Let me just, if you don't feel like going out, it's okay. But let me brush your hair. If you don't want to, the only way you feel you can go out is to have that hair, let's get you into a workshop. Let's do something. Now, I'm not saying that maybe she didn't suggest that, but obviously there's no real support there. And I think for the first time he's really realizing, one, I'm more valuable than this situation. I'm way above this situation. Two, I feel like he's sensing that he's looked at for his money, but that he's an object, kind of like that unicorn. I kept showing you how kind of Haley is viewing him in all those other readings. And I think he's getting a hold on that. Now, I think that with this Two of Earth is probably like this dumbass prenuptial agreement that he has to deal with, or lack of. So, Justin, if you're listening, I mean, you have so much money. Just go out there and get a ferociously awesome attorney, even though I don't know how you will beat state law in California. Because I feel like this is leading toward divorce eventually. The divorce is not here yet, but look, this is the math. It's going on. So he's looked at for, okay, let me go back over here. He's looked at for his fame. He's looked at through the eyes of his fame. He's looked at through the eyes of the type of publicity that he generates. And I think he's just feeling like, there's really no value with this father, with this daughter, in my opinion. Let me see what's going on. I don't even know why the hell I'm using those cards. Let me use these because I get more info. Yeah, I feel like he's starting to get his marbles together. This is on a lower level, but this is very powerful. This is very powerful energy, but it takes a lot of time to get there. So again, you might not see this immediately, but again, it's coming out of the subconscious. It's getting through to the heart center for him. It's getting through to his physical, but it's not fully there yet, but he's seeing it. And I think eventually what he's going to do is just take a leap and go. So we might see him traveling away, figuring that out, because I saw that in Sunday's reading as well. I mean, he may just start off by just saying, I need to go, I need to go away. I don't know why I said Finland, but I need to go over there and do some kind of tour. And I figure out that he might just kind of figure out how to do that on his own. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, I don't have that much time. Okay. If you guys are watching this video and you've been watching it for a few minutes and find it informative, please hit the like button. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on here. Thank you for hitting the like button. If a few more of you can just take a moment to hit the like button, it will be awesome because it super helps me. Thank you very much. Anybody else, please? Thank you, guys. All right. I appreciate that. Okay, so let me come back to this. I definitely feel like, with clarifying this, that, he is seeing that this is about money and distribution of money, but he has a bit of an issue here. He's got a bit of an issue. I don't know, his walking away is going to cost money. Let's see what's going on here. What are these two? Oh, people. I was about to say girl. He is definitely leaving in one form or another. Oh my God. Yeah, I think here, guys, this is all the feels of divorce right here, these cards, okay? Number one, okay, so I'll explain this, guys, to you. This is leaving, walking free, and this is almost shedding everything, starting all over. This is after you've been ripped apart, torn apart, energy, and you're just being reborn, but you're starting off and you're fearless, or let's say you're just, you're in that mode. This is definitely walking away from a love situation, typically, and leaving something behind. So there's this thing, this is about distribution of money. All right. So there's really this energy here of having to pay. So I feel like he may, with the court here, I'm sorry, also the justice here. Oh my God. Not only is he, let's say, coming to his senses, that's obnoxious, but let's say it in a less obnoxious way. Not only is he's wow, sorry. He's realizing his worth, obviously, like his true worth. And he's getting his thoughts together. He's regaining an equilibrium in himself. Thank goodness you could kind of see that here too and here. But there's this walking away. So I feel like he's prepared to pay to walk away. So, Justin, if you are listening, really get a kid. To me, it's kind of worth it in a way to invest $200,000 in a good lawyer, maybe even three, to structure an exit plan. Somebody who knows divorce very well in California, because I think the law in California is crazy. Like this girl could walk away with completely half of your money just based on California law, as far as what I know. I'm not even from California, but everybody knows California is half. So get that lawyer, make that deal really sweet, and get somebody who knows something, like, set her up a little bit, like, all right, we're going to give you money. We'll set up this company for you in your name, everything. You have no rights to everything. Negotiate your way out of her using your last name too, if you can, that trademark thing. Because I don't think he even necessarily wants that. He is depressed. He is alone. I mean, he keeps coming up like a single ass man. Okay. Just really. I think he's done with this. He may already be done with this. He may have already told them he is out. I keep seeing this going away card. Like, I think he's traveling somewhere, you guys. I'm not sure there's much else to say about this right now. Here goes the same card as this one. Same card. All right. So I think, he just needs to really build a team. So let's just think that out to him so he can, like, even if he doesn't ever see this video, he can just get it subconsciously and just, like, oh, okay, I need a really, really good and shrewd lawyer, because they will be lawyering up, believe me, I'm pretty sure of it. All right. I do think on his mind there is some level of reconciliation. This whole thing of Selena doesn't come up in here, but this whole thing of being apart from her, being in this kind of house of cards thing, marriage he's in, and yeah, I don't think he's definitely not feeling that family, in my opinion. Yeah. Again, coming up as single as fuck. Two single people. Single. All right. So look, I don't think they're going to tell me much else. Let me pull some romance angel cards and we'll just see where we go from there. Hey guys, if you come in and first of all, welcome and thanks and glad to have you here. If you guys are here in the room and you've been feeling this video is informed you, just please do hit the like button because it does help the algorithms go up and it helps YouTube put this stuff faster on your timeline and the timeline of others. And the more people actually we get involved in this, I know it's going to sound like BS, but the more people we get involved in this, then the more people can hold positive space for this person. Okay, because you have to think about it now. There's so much of the world, of his fans all over the world who are worried about him. So that's major, dense energy to deal with. He's definitely in a healing mode, which is really, really good. I think that's for us. See that white light the way we did the other day? Loving it, right? We're going to do another one of those before we close out. So that means I have how many minutes? About 10. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Haley is in it to stay. Like she will not let him go. But I don't care what anybody says. She to me is very idle. And I forgot, somebody, in all fairness, somebody did write the other day to me on the comments and said, Haley has had her own little businesses before. I forget which ones they were. There was like a makeup line and there was something else, a shoe line maybe, or something, maybe with Adidas or something. And it just didn't work out enough. And so I did want to tell you guys that in all fairness. So to not, to be fair to her. Nevertheless, like I said, I mean, the overall energy of her, the overall underlying energy, these cards want to come out. There's totally unrequited love in there. And there's that playfulness card the other day. Same cards from the other day. So, and then there's this could be the one, but all right. So love yourself first card again. You deserve love. That wanted to come out. All right. You guys, if you come in and you dig in the reading pretty much, please hit the like button. That is all that I ask basically of you guys. So please hit the like button because it helps get this video on your timeline faster. It helps YouTube to circulate it more. All right, let's see what's going on here. Love yourself first. You deserve love. Okay, so there's this wedding card and calling in your soulmate. I feel like, as far as divine placement, divine right and proper placement is concerned, is that this marriage is actually, having to do, is reserved really for his soulmate. If you see this card for whatever reason, you may be able to see that his face is covered. The man's face and body is actually covered. I didn't think about that. You know, sometimes the cards like have me lay things out intuitively and then I can see. So only the woman is showing here. So yeah, it just lets me know, you know, and with this you deserve love card facing this wedding card right away. With this arrow, I just feel like the universe as well, especially seeing over this world's card, this is a major arcana card. This is when the universal forces get involved. It's not only just you making your decision, but this is part of a divine, you know, some of your divine right and divine contracting to keep you on your divine timeline properly. Like, I think, you know, there's this sort of big cycle where this is going to phase out. You know, he's going to get what he needs. And when he comes out, he's going to be a better person. He's going to be a better person. So guys, put more energy toward him. You know, support this person only with the highest affirmations. And you know, because he's going through something really big right now and he's been alone a lot. So he needs a lot of support. Okay. So let's talk about getting some additional info here. If you guys want more information on Selena, right now, she is not coming up. She as well is also going through some divine attunement, let's say. And they're what? How old are the both of them? They're both 25? No, I don't see anything about Haley being pregnant. I never see that. Can somebody write that answer in for me, please, so somebody else can read it so I don't have to answer it again? So I can just focus on getting the next info for you guys. All right. So the cards here say yes, say thank you. Okay, thank you. Would somebody be kind enough just to write in there that I said that I don't ever see any energy in here indicating that Haley is pregnant? That would be super appreciated if somebody just take a moment just to type that in for me over there in the chat room. Okay. Say yes. Thank you. I wouldn't say that she's not pregnant. I would say that as far as the cards are reading, and not to slam you because you were nice enough to write this. I'm not slamming you, but she is. I never see her energetically coming forth as carrying a child. Never. I see her as a young girl, actually, almost with teenager energy and kind of nasty energy at that. To be quite honest, because she always comes up as the Page of Swords, and it's one of the nastiest. I'm not trying to be biased. I know some of you might be like, you're being biased, but that is like one of the nastiest cards in the entire deck. That Page of Swords, you don't want to get it. You just don't. It's, to me, like, I'd rather get the Queen of Swords over the Page of Swords. All right, so say yes. So what I see here is, again, if you guys remember Sunday's reading, it was like really divinely guiding him to it's okay to really end this marriage. It's not authentic. It's not serving Haley in the long run. It's definitely not serving you. Okay. And that father is annoying, to be quite honest. I just really got that energetic. So they're trying to say yes to really, you deserve love and loving yourself first and calling in your soulmate. You know, because the only one who's in this wedding is this woman here. The man's not even showing. Okay, and I didn't even notice that. Like I said, I have my own way of working with the cards, and this is how they do it sometimes. The way I place it, and then I see it, and I'm like, oh, okay. All right, so say thank you. You know, I'm sure that this means thank you to her, but thank you also to the experience and the development, and also for self-appreciation. I know that probably doesn't really make sense, but I'm keep it moving. Drop it and dare to be happy. And of course, the dare to be happy is under the calling in your soulmate card. All right. So if you guys just got in, you're liking the video, somebody please hit the like button so these things can come up on your timeline faster and they can help my channel. reach a lot more people regarding this matter and other celebrities that people care about. Thank you. All right, so let's see where are we going from here. Let me just take a look at this stuff here. And again, thank you guys for all your patience. I know sometimes I have a lot of thoughts at once. And so sometimes I start a sentence and can't complete it. I can imagine that's really so annoying. A couple people have commented on that before, and I've been like, fuck you. But really, it's like annoying when you're trying to get the information. But thank you guys for rolling with that, because I just get so much information at once sometimes. And it's, sorting through it to get it to you is the challenge. All right. I see the Queen of Earth here. So something is solidifying. Let's do a final thing here, and then we're just going to do like a group intentional white light boost for Justin. I'm just steady using these cards today. All right, this is what it is. What do we need to know about Justin and his journey? That looked like a good card, I think. Oh no, this is the Five of Air. All right, he's like unhappy. I think he feels like he's really gone down the wrong path. Like he's at the end of Front Street and was like, oh God, I should have chosen a different road a couple months ago. Let's see what's going on here. It's unfulfilling. Again, it's this family, it's this marriage. And I feel like maybe originally he was like, had a little bit of spark and there was this ignite kind of with this girl, enough for him to be like, you know what, for now, I feel like I could be free. What brought him to that? Yeah, you know what? It was just him making a choice to move on with this Two of Air specifically. A choice after a long time of just kind of holding on to one person, Selena. Okay. Who would be considered the other woman, the silent, quiet, the love, All right. So let's see here. To be quite honest, I don't see outright that Haley is like, quote unquote, in it for the money. I feel like the father is definitely an opportunist and trying to be a chess master. He's not that fucking smart. In fact, I'm sorry to say, I'm not trying to diss, but but he's trying to, like synthetically create these situations where Justin becomes more involved. I told you guys to see that film, The Firm. Would you guys please take some time to see if you can see it? It's an old 80s movie with Tom Cruise in it, and you'll get what I'm talking about if you see that movie. And the movie is super good, by the way. I'm not going to sit down and have you look at like some BS. But he kind of brings, he's kind of trying to create these situations where Justin is filtered constantly into his family, how people, like I said, for those of you who just got in the room, Halloween's coming up, for instance. I would say normally Stephen Baldwin probably doesn't celebrate Halloween, let's say. I don't know truly, but I'll say this just as a rough example. Let's have a Halloween party. Haley and Justin come over, that type of thing. Like creating situations where he has to show up. And like I told you guys, he has like an outburst. He's tired of defending from this. This card keeps coming up, this Nine of Fire. They keep trying. I don't know why they keep trying to manufacture is the word to me. There's this manufactured, energy. Pardon me, you guys. All right, let's see what's going on here. One more. I'm going to focus. One more, a truth bomb, and then we're going to do some light for Justin, and I got to end this. I can't believe I've only got one reading done for the entire fucking day. Oh, God. All right. Let's see. Okay, what the cards want us to know. There'll be some publicity. Ooh. I don't know if he's gonna ghost this woman or something, but I think news of, this justice card keeps coming up in regards to negative cards. So I feel like there's going to be like either a divorce coming out of the sky or something. Nevertheless, there's still, again, these fighting two narratives, let's say. Okay, there's this one where, based on Sunday's reading, he makes these moves to kind of leave and distance himself from her, but it's kind of like a false start. So he keeps getting pulled back in. I saw that at least 3 times. So there's that. It depends on how Justin really integrates his knowledge and his personal fortitude, okay? Because that's what's going on here. This is self-development. He's working with a lot of personal energies. He's getting rid of a lot of self-detox, and he's kind of doing it on his own. So you have that narrative, and then you have this one where he's just going to ghost. So either one of those timelines can win. It depends on what Justin himself is going to, the personal choices he's going to make. But those are the main two narratives that he's generating, or that these cards are picking up, that he's generating going forward. Okay. So again, I feel like this really big wanting to leave, and maybe just using, like, again, tour or something, some kind of publicity thing to just steal away. This is a really grimy card, but it's also like, just like getting away from this, like kind of having to sneak away too. Normally it's an extremely negative card, but yeah. All right. So that's that. Justice card came up more than once. So court, I mean, and I just feel like, what is going to happen with this marriage in the next month? There's the money distribution there. Again, the same 2 cards before 15 minutes ago, same 2 cards. So I feel like he may offer like a sweet deal. I will set you up. Here's, $2 million. I don't know. Maybe even 10 million. Who knows? And I'm going to leave. It's that father that's a bit of a turnoff. It's the father. Like, if it weren't maybe for the father, this relationship would be weighing more as running its course a little bit more. But that father is the one that's kind of splitting the scale. You know how scales are, just like these scales of justice. It's the father who kind of weighs it out, So it's interesting. He's kind of a turnoff. Yeah, I mean, he's looking out at plans. I think he's looking out, again, this is like looking out, not only with plans, but with Tor, with his objectives. But it's definitely this world thing. I think he's like, all right, what's the next thing now? I really think I need to get back out there or something. There's something going on here. He may be waiting for some information to come through for him too. I don't like see him talking to a lawyer or anything. It's interesting, but you never know. All right, so truth bomb, and then that's it. And then I just lifted up that card and saw Haley. Make space for your future. Okay, the past is never as relevant as we think it is. And doubt is part of the creative process. So, excuse me, this is indicating, definitely, I'm picking up this card first because it stands out. Like I said, those 2 timelines or those 2 narratives, it's, pretty much one or the other, or maybe there'll be a third one with a combination between the 2. You guys get it? So he's turning over his thoughts. He's, as he's developing, he's choosing his path. It's not a clear path, but I mean, there really is this heavy energy of wanting to leave. There's this energy of feeling manipulated. And I definitely think it's a father's a little heavy-handedly involved in the relationship, although he's not I don't want to say he's not overbearing, but he's overbearing. So let's see. All right, let's wrap up here. Yeah, definitely. What did I do with that card? All right, so guys, just want to ask you again. We'll take a look at this card. You guys can just take a look at the white light there. And the healing. Yeah, Diana, can you please post that link or something? I kind of tried to find that briefly. I don't have time to follow Justin Bieber, but my 2 minute search on Google didn't pull anything up. Somebody be kind enough to post that link so we could all see what that is about. All right, so guys, just invite you to take a breath in and release, just like we did with Sunday. Let's take another deep breath in just to release our own energies and drama so we can focus on Justin. All right, now another deep breath in, and we bring our attention to Justin right now, who actually he's showing up a lot stronger. Do any of you guys sense that? Showing up a lot stronger this week. Good for you, Justin. All right, so let's go. White ball of light, divine light, add diamond shimmering, full of love and joy, freedom, freedom of original birthright, individuality, and full on creativity that this universe so affords us by natural law. See him in that light. Shine that light so bright you can't even see him anymore. Shine it so bright around him you can't even see him anymore, offering healing, clarity, the ability to have gentle endings, the ability to hold on to what he truly deserves and has accrued in his life, the ability to let go of the things that do not serve him completely, utterly, totally, so he may get to the next level. Let's also wish that for ourselves. Okay. So one last bright light. See it over his heart center. Bright light. Healing. And finally, that he brings in a true team of light. True people who are not yes men. They're authentic. People care about him. They care about how his image is. They care about getting him help. Put those people in his path. Allow him to meet those people. And allow all inauthenticity to fall away. And we invite that into our own lives as well. All right, guys. So one final white light for Justin Bieber. Excuse me. All right, now, and so we're going to begin to thank, be in gratitude as we thank goodness that we have the power of our own intentions and then positive intentions. And then we're going to just bring this to a close now, grounding it. So that may solidify and bringing it to a close. Okay. So thank you guys. I'm sure Justin is doing well. I wish I had that many people praying for me or doing that exercise, So guys, thank you. Let me just see what's going on. Oh, I'm glad, Diana. Does anybody know where this article is? I don't know. Like, I don't see anybody reporting it. Maybe people will report it tomorrow, actually. Maybe it was too early to be reported today. How are you guys finding out about this situation? What source? Let's express your inner truth for him. Yeah, Selena is generally okay. I'll probably do maybe a reading on her briefly tomorrow if I have the time. Or this week. Let me not commit to tomorrow just in case I can't do it. Oh, hi. Lena, we're about to end the video, so don't worry, you can actually replay it. Just to recap, there's this energy of wanting to leave, but Justin is not at a full decision yet, nor is he fully necessarily in his own personal development to begin to be able to necessarily initiate this leaving. It all depends on how he develops, because there are two narratives that developed. One where he could just leave Ghost and just like put together like an agreement, a settlement for her because the court cards came up. And then two, that he could be turning this over in his mind, but that this marriage plays out a little longer. I forgot to ask about Haley or whatever, but I guess I don't really care for all that energy to ask about her and that whole trademarking thing and whatever. So, guys, I have to go. I'm going to turn this off, and then those of you who just came in the room can watch it. But just last thing, if you guys want a personal reading, you guys can contact me, invitethelight1@gmail.com, or I'll put the information in the description box in the video. Secondly, if you've been enjoying these videos and you want to support the channel, which is super great because it actually helps me if I can accrue enough, let's say, income to sustain my time to do this, I could focus more on these readings and stuff. I could do them more frequently and stuff like that. So if you're donating, that's greatly appreciated. It's not just about give me money, but it really does obviously help because nobody can, time is usually used for working. So anyway, and then the third thing is it's okay if you can't do either one of those or don't want to do either one of those. Just do me a favor and hit the like button so this can come on your channel faster and it can be rotated amongst YouTube in a wider manner and get the word out there for other people who care about these celebrities while helping my channel and me. All right.